Hello and welcome to Mac Aldridge Field at Durfee High School for Week 7 of the football season between Durfee and Nauset. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud for Fred TV Sports on Channel 9. Thanks for tuning in. 2015 started off promising for the Hilltoppers with a 1-1 record after a Week 2 victory here at Durfee. Since that time, a 4-game losing streak, including 3 straight blowout losses to Dartmouth, Sandwich, and Brockton. They're hoping that tonight, Week 7, is a lucky number and that they can right the ship in front of their home fans. It's homecoming night, and it's Durfee football versus Nauset, and it's next, right here on Fred TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, the band is under the direction of Mr. Matthew McMullen, color guard advisor.
We have made our way up to the press box here at Durfee High School.
Tonight, the band will be joined.
The band on the field, the Hilltoppers on the sidelines, ready to go for the coin toss and see who will receive and who will kick to open this game up. We'll actually do it at the 40 because the band is at midfield. Three captains for the Hilltoppers out at midfield. We have Jaron Vieira, the quarterback. Number 50, Kyle LePage. And number 25, Elijah Brooks. The Hilltoppers will receive the ball left to right.
Receiving captains for the Warriors is going to be number 12, Sam Majewski, and number 57.
Sam Majewski and Chase King, the two captains for the Nauset Warriors, who were out at midfield.
Souza, number 25, Eli Brooks, and number 50, Kyle LePage. Head coach for the Hilltoppers, Taylor Brown. Assistant coaches is Frank Faraz, Justin Cruz, Tim Powers, Thomas Rubio, Derek Miller, BJ McDonald, George Yentz, Chris Thomas, and the trainer is Kelly Mahoney. At this time, we ask you to please rise. Remove your hats and your helmets and direct your attention to the field. As tonight, the BMC Durfee High School Marching Band, along with the alumni and members of the middle school, will play your national anthem.
Everyone sing. If you need help,
That was the Durfee Hilltoppers marching band, joined by some of the middle schoolers, as well as some alumni. Ready to put on a show here on homecoming night. It is week 7 of the football season, the final game of the regular season. Hilltoppers coming in at 1-6. Again, as mentioned in the open, a 4-game losing streak. 1-5 rather, a 4-game losing streak at the moment. Coming in for Nauset, they have an 0-6 record. Warriors are coached by Mike Sherman, Jesse Pino, and Keith Kenyon, as they are getting set to kick away. Durfee Hilltoppers are coached by Taylor Brown, Frank Faraz, Justin Cruz, Tim Powers, Thomas Rubio, Derek Miller, BJ McDonald, George Yentz, and Chris Thomas.
Officials for tonight's game: referee is Jerry Como, umpire Raymond Lynch, linesman Luke Almeida, field judges Joseph Simone, back judge Michael Tupin, clock is Michael Kotze. Number 7, Sakai Howard, set deep for the Hilltoppers.
Sakai Howard, number 7, ready to receive the football. He's back deep for Durfee. The Warriors about to kick this one off. Over the last few games, it's been Durfee's defense that has struggled the most, giving up a lot of points. The offense not having a chance to catch up. We'll see if the team has worked on that. And a whistle blown before the kick even goes.
For the Warriors.
James Tooker with the getting ready to kick away. Friday Night Lights underway here at Durfee. Short kick grabbed at the 30 by number 14, C.J. Roque, taken down across the 40-yard line. Hilltoppers will have good field position on their first drive. It took us until week 7 to get a 7 o'clock start here at Durfee, but nonetheless, here we are, and the fans are the Durfee's 12th man hearing them with the chanting already. They are excited and ready to go here at the high school. Get ready for the first snap. 45 degrees and clear with a slight breeze here at Mac Aldrich Field to begin the ball game. And they hand it off on the first play from scrimmage. Short gain for Eli Brooks.
On the carry was number 25, Eli Brooks for the Hilltoppers. It's a gain of about a yard.
1 yard pickup for Brooks. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Durfee. A pair of wide receivers to the left and to the right. Vieira looking to pass, has some pressure. He's going to take off, and he will have himself a first down and then some. Down the sidelines and a flag thrown. Vieira down at the Nauset 30, but a flag tossed at about the 40. Good dash for the Hilltoppers QB. Initial call from the official is an illegal block in the back. Should end up being a first down for the Hilltoppers, but it will come back a few yards.
There was a block in the back against the Hilltoppers.
It's from the spot of the foul. So the first down is good. Vieira able to grab 14 yards on that carry. Gets the Hilltoppers across midfield. 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 45-yard line. Hilltoppers have fallen behind early in ball games this year, and a big boost of confidence would come from an early score for Durfee if they're able to find the end zone here on this opening drive. Sakai Howard in motion. There is a flag. Play is called dead. This should be a false start against the offense. And indeed it is. So that'll back Durfee up 5 yards, right to the 50 at midfield.
5-yard penalty remained. First down and long now. 1st and 15 from the 50.
So we'll replay first down, 1st and 15. Vieira fakes the handoff, finds a seam, and he's taken down across the 40, just shy of the first down. Good dash for Vieira, who's doing it all right now.
McDew. It is going to be a first down for the Hilltoppers. I'm sorry. It will be a 2nd down in about 3.
2nd and 3 for the Hilltoppers. After that, nice run from Vieira. Looking to pass on 2nd down, going down the field, and he has Nick Salmon. Salmon falls in for the touchdown. Hilltoppers lead 6-0.
Pass was complete to number 5, Nick Salmon, touchdown.
That didn't take long, just a beautiful pass from Jaron Vieira. Floated it perfectly, and Salmon was there. Got the extra push into the end zone. Durfee strikes first. Vieira also does the kicks for point after, so he'll go to make it 7. And the kick is through the uprights and good. Home team leads it 7-0 here at Mac Aldrich Field. That drive taking 2 minutes and 21 seconds. So that was a fast strike for Durfee. Again, we mentioned Nauset coming in at 0-6, so they looking for their first win of 2015. The Hilltoppers know what it's like to go winless. Just a couple seasons ago, a 27-game losing streak, something that the team is putting behind them. Vieira set to kick off from the 40-yard line. A pair of Warriors back deep for Nauset at the 10-yard line. Expecting a deep kick. We'll see how Vieira does. He struggled on the kickoffs back in week 5 against Sandwich, although we did have some nasty weather that night as well. This one, a squib kick on the ground, and number 5 has to just fall on it. Hunter Quinn falls on it about the 28-yard line.
Ball looks to be placed shy of the 30-yard line or thereabouts.
So we'll get our first look at the Warriors offense tonight. Warriors with 3 quarterbacks on their team. 2 are sophomores. Number 15, Trevor Good, and number 16, Andrew Sandoval. The senior quarterback, though, is Travis Van Vleck. Oh, there's an offsides on Durfee. Another flag on the far side, so 2 flags being thrown here. But it sure looked like offsides on the Hilltoppers. The play was ruled dead. Normally when that happens, it's a false start. We'll wait to see the call. But it sure looked like Durfee had jumped the line. It's a false start on the offense. So the Warriors are going to get backed up.
Penalty is against Nauset. 5-yard penalty.
So we'll replay first down. It will be 1st and 15 now for Nauset. Quarterback has the ball across the 30. They get the penalty yards back and then a few more. Bring up second down.
Carry is number 10, Travis Van Vleck for
that was Van
Warriors.
Vleck keeping it, calling his own number, and picking up about 7 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8. This time they toss it back to number 24, Akeem Atkinson. And I think he was lucky if he just got back to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't look like any gain on that one. Hilltoppers defense
made by number 25, Eli Brooks for the
is able to step up. Eli Brooks on the tackle. They do give him a yard. So it's a 1-yard run, 3rd and about 7 to go.
At about 7.
Warriors break the huddle. 3rd and long. From the 33-yard line, they need to get to the 40. High snap.
Penalty marker on
and it's going to be another false start, would appear, with the play ruled dead again. And it is another false start, so that'll back up Nauset another 5 yards.
There's a 5-yard penalty against Nauset. It will remain 3rd down.
Durfee D definitely raring to go tonight, because we saw them. I saw one of the players jump again at the line. This will bring up a 3rd and 12, which should have been a 3rd and 7. Now a 3rd and 12 from the 28. Hilltoppers looking for a 3 and out here on defense. Van Vleck looking to pass. Little screen to Atkinson. And Atkinson taken down right at the 30-yard line, and the Warriors will have to punt.
Tackle made by number 53, Pat Brown for the Hilltoppers. And it's going to be a 4th down. Pass was complete to number 24, Akeem Atkinson for the Warriors. Resulting now in a 4th down and about 9.
So on 4th and 8, Nauset punting away. Durfee's defense gets the stop. Oh, it's bobbled. Who has it? It's going to be Warriors ball. Hilltoppers with their first miscue of the night, which should have been a return from the 35. Toppers lost it. Warriors get it right back, and they have a short field.
Honeycutt for the Warriors.
Isaiah Honeycutt with the grab there of the loose football, regaining possession. May have noticed at the beginning of the game only 3 captains at midfield for Durfee. They normally have 4. Jay Souza out right now, so he is not playing. So Eli Brooks will get probably most of the carries tonight. And there's a fumble. Bad snap. It's going to be a sack and a loss of about 10. So a high snap just a few plays ago when Nauset was back at the other end of the field. And this one gets away from Van Vleck.
It's going to be looking at a 2nd down and long.
They mark him down at the 43-yard line. Ends up being a loss of 8. So 2nd and 18 now. Everybody jump to the line. They put number 21, Honeycutt, in motion. Another high snap, pressure coming. Honeycutt now with some room, a flag. And Honeycutt has himself what should be a 1st down, but we'll see what this flag is. It came downfield a bit.
For the Warriors.
Hilltoppers brought the pass rush. Nice job by Van Vleck to get that one off. And it looks like this penalty is going to be on the offense. Still haven't seen the officials give us the call. It's a hold on the offense.
It is a holding against the Nauset Warriors. It will remain a 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down and about 24. Wow.
Set it back 10 yards.
They got a long way to go. Very rarely do you see these kinds of downs. 2nd and very long for the Warriors. The holding call is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So unfortunately for Nauset, that great run from Honeycutt on the little screen play on the far side, all for naught. That's caught by Sam McGow, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And now Hilltoppers have forced Nauset back on their side of the field.
It was complete to number 88, Sam McGow. 3rd down and long for Nauset.
It's going to be 3rd and 26 from the 49 of the Warriors. Nauset got the break. They got the fumble back, and it has been downhill since then. Negative yardage on this drive. Van Vleck looking to pass. He will. Finds McGow, but the tackle is made by the Hilltoppers. That's number 27, it appears, Asante Montero. And that brings up 4th down.
It's complete by number 88, Sam McGow.
14 to go.
It is a 4th down and long for the Warriors.
Kind of an interesting spot here because a lot of times we don't see teams here in high school punt from this distance. They figure that, well, what's the worst that could happen? Durfee may take over somewhere around the 35 if they can pick up some yards. The bad thing that can happen is if you get a bad snap, it's 4th down, you chance the ball getting away behind you. But Nauset going for it. 4th and 14. Van Vleck looking to pass, and he is going down. Ball is loose. He ends up staying on his feet. So the question is, did Durfee recover the fumble, or will they be taking over from the line of scrimmage?
Recovered by the Hilltoppers.
It is recovered, so Durfee gets the fumble now. And they're going to start from just about at midfield. Great pass rushing from the Hilltoppers there.
First down and 10 from the 47-yard line.
first drive resulted in points for Durfee. Their second drive starts from the 47. We'll see what it brings. Montero set in motion. Vieira spins, keeps it taken down at the 50 after about a 3-yard gain.
3-yard gain for Durfee's second down.
Vieira grabbed quite a few yards on that opening drive for Durfee, and he decides to take it himself again. Once again, we're without Jay Souza. He is out tonight, not seeing any action, so he usually would trade time with Eli Brooks. We might see more of Vieira taking the ball. 2nd and 7. Montero in motion. Vieira tosses it back with pressure coming. Brooks puts it into high gear. A flag is thrown. Brooks will be tackled shy of the first down marker, but there's going to be a penalty, it appears, on the Hilltoppers. And it looks like it may be on number 77 of the Hilltoppers.
It is holding against the Hilltoppers from a spot of the foul. It remains second down.
So second down, but there will be penalty yards to have to account for.
Second and long from their own 40-yard line.
Vieira looking to pass. Coming to the near side. Montero has some room. Charges forward back to the 47. The original line of scrimmage. So the penalty yardage taken away, or gotten back, I should say. Hilltoppers able to get it back. Do have a player down on the field. Trainer Kelly Mahoney out there tending to him. It's one of the Warriors. To be Keno Gray, number 9, a wide receiver, able to get up, and he'll walk off under his own power. He'll have to sit out of place because he had medical attention, and our trainer Kelly is headed to that far side, so she's going to continue to make sure he's okay. Might have to get something wrapped up. So the Hilltoppers get the penalty yards back. It'll be 3rd and 10 essentially from the original line of scrimmage. Vieira looking to pass. Throwing on the run into traffic. And I think that was caught on the far side. It was indeed. Asante Montero somehow, with 3 players around him, is able to follow that one into his hands. Great catch from Montero. Ends up being about a 15-yard pickup. Hilltoppers have crossed midfield. Sakai Howard in motion this time. Vieira looking to pass again. He is trying to escape, and he'll be dragged down for a sack. Big tackle by TJ Guazaloca. That'll back up the Hilltoppers a few yards. Oh, there was a flag thrown as well. Did not get to see the flag thrown. And there it is. It's right at the 45. The official picking it up now. And that was a hold on Durfee. Actually, I think that was a personal foul. The official going to the head. I believe that was a face mask. So personal foul. Backs the Hilltoppers way up. Back to their own 44-yard line. They have to get to the 26 of Nauset. Long way to go. They hand it off to Eli Brooks. Has some room. Eli Brooks is going to go the distance to the 10, to the 5, and he's in for the score.
Number 25, Eli Brooks, in for a Hilltop.
What a mad dash by the Hilltoppers senior. 13-0. Durfee leads it. Brooks essentially saying, yeah, you can take that flag. I'll take it to the bank. That ends up being a 56-yard touchdown run for number 25, Eli Brooks. Vieira will look to make it 14-zip. Kick on its way, and it is good.
The extra point is good. 14.
A pair of touchdowns here in the first quarter for Durfee with 63 seconds remaining before we switch sides. Home team leads it 14-0. Vieira getting ready to kick it away from the 40. Decided to go with the squib kick on the ground after their first score. We'll see what he goes with here. Very light breeze, so not much wind to worry about tonight. I'd love to see the ball get in the air. And I just say not much wind tonight, and little gust blows the ball off the tee. Vieira set to kick now. This one in the air. Be fairly good distance from the 23 or so. Nauset trying to return it. They get it back close to the 40, and a flag thrown. Look at that arm by the official. Sign him up. Threw that flag about 15 yards. Wait to see the call. Most times it's on the return team. And it looks like there was the flag was waved off after the quick meeting by the officials. So no penalty there on the return. Nauset will be starting from about the 38-yard line. We'll see what Nauset can do on their second drive. Oh, a collision on the handoff. Van Vleck trying to get away. I think the ball may have even come loose for a second.
On the carry himself was number 10, Travis Van Vleck for the Warriors.
They set a man in motion, faked the handoff, and he ran into his own guy. Van Vleck took off with it. And he just got back to the line of scrimmage. That had disaster written all over it. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Now a different formation. That first one didn't work too well. There's a flag. That's incomplete. Flags on both sidelines here. Lots of penalties here in this first quarter. Been a long 11 minutes, just 19 seconds left, but this game almost a half an hour old, if you can believe it. Still waiting for the call from our official on the field. Speaking with Taylor Brown, the Durfee head coach. And it looks like it's going to be on the offense. Coach Brown wanting some clarification.
It was an eligible receiver downfield.
Ineligible receiver. And that backs up the offense.
The penalty was declined.
Taylor Brown wanted the explanation. He ends up declining the penalty, it appears. We'll wait and see. Now they will back up the offense. And that's a 15-yarder. So that hurts for Nauset. Backs him up to about the 23. Stays on second down. It'll be 2nd and 25. All kinds of confusion out on the field right now are the officials. And now a flag is thrown again. Crowd getting a bit anxious here. We've been stopped for almost 2 minutes. No official call as to what the penalty was. It appears to be 3rd and 23 officially. So here we go, 3rd and 23 according to the chains. That is caught, a nice leaping catch taken out of bounds across the 35. Sherman Merrill, the sophomore, coming down with it on 3rd down. And that'll now bring up 4th down, with the first quarter rather coming to a close. So we'll have to wait for a 4th down as we switch sides here at Durfee. So a pair of touchdowns for the home team. Durfee with the 14-0 lead after 1. So the second quarter will begin here with a punt. 4th and about 13 to go for the Warriors. They will have to kick it away. And so their second drive, actually it's their third because they recovered the fumble. Their third drive of the game, no points. Hilltoppers with the shutout in that first quarter. Now they'll get the ball here in the second. Essentially starting the second quarter with the ball here. There was a fair catch signal. Durfee will start from about their 38-yard line. Hilltoppers have had pretty good field position for all three of their drives now, this being their third. Hilltoppers 2 for 2, drives and touchdowns. Sakai Howard was in motion. Eli Brooks trying to cut in, and he's going to be taken down about the 42. A pile of Warriors jumping on Eli Brooks, and now a flag. That might be a late hit there, a personal foul. Calls on both sides. That'll negate the penalties. So essentially, it's as if no flags were even thrown. So we'll have a 2nd and 7 coming up after Brooks picked up about 3. Actually, they give him 4, so we'll call it 2nd and 6. Howard in motion again. This time he will get the ball. Vieira sells it well. Sakai taken down about a yard and a half short of the first down. Sakai Howard with the carry there. So 3rd and short here for the Hilltoppers.
It is a 3rd down and 2 for Durfee.
Officially listed as 3rd and 2, but a little less than 2 as it turns out. They're at the half-yard line.
Just about the 46-yard line for the 3rd down.
Just ahead of the 46. They have to get to the 48. I don't know that Brooks got there. Took a funny route to it. It's going to be very close. Depends on the spot. That might be just good enough. But he kind of fell awkwardly to his side. It didn't fall forward. Fell to his side, but I think that's going to be enough for the first down. Officials are going to call for a timeout. They want to measure this and make sure they get it right. That's what it's all about. But from up here, it certainly looks like a first down from our vantage point. Normally, we can't say that. The officials are the ones that are closer to the ball, but our angle here, it certainly looks like a first down, and we're in front of the ball. So you're going to keep that in mind as well. Our angle is a little different, but first down by about a yard, which is what we're seeing up here. So, but again, the officials just wanted to make sure they get it right. That'll move the chains. Durfee will keep this drive alive. What's interesting is that the ball, or the yard to gain, the line to gain was the 48, and it was a first down by a yard. The ball was placed at the 48. So something was amiss on the field there. Nonetheless, on first down, the Hilltoppers move the ball about 2 yards. So they're right at midfield. It'll be 2nd and 8. Vieira has not passed on this drive. We'll watch the pass rush. Brooks powers forward, but only ends up grabbing about 4 yards.
It's going to be 3rd down.
Actually, 2 yards, my bad.
Ball is at the 48-yard line. Nauset 48. 3rd down.
Brooks had the pedal down, and he just got halted up, ran into the pile. 2-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Durfee from the Warriors' 48-yard line. Wide receivers left and right. Brooks in the backfield. They send, that's Sakai Howard in motion to this side. Opens up the left side for Vieira, who's going to scamper for the first down and much more. Taken down across the 30. Hilltoppers convert on 3rd and 6. Vieira, once again, that formation's worked well for Durfee tonight. They open up one side, and Vieira cuts across and goes back in that direction. They spot it at the 29. 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers. Similar formation again. This time they'll pitch it out to Brooks, who has to power down. Oh, a tackle made. Nicely done, Brooks, around the horn and in for the score. Right down the sidelines again. This is a 29-yard touchdown run. Brooks is second of the game. It's 20-0 Durfee. His first was a 56-yard touchdown run. This one a 29-yard touchdown run. So on 2 plays, 85 yards for the Durfee senior.
Set to kick the extra point for the Hilltoppers is number 15, Jaron Vieira.
Vieira 2 for 2 on extra point kicks. Make it 3 for 3, 21-0. The Hilltoppers lead it here in week 7.
Remaining in the first half.
So another drive for Durfee that results in points, and once again, another drive with a couple of big plays. That's kind of been a theme that we're seeing tonight for Durfee. They're getting some big chunks of yardage when they need it. A 3rd and 6, Vieira keeps it himself and marches down the field. 1st and 10 from the 29, they hand it to Brooks. Brooks takes it into the end zone. The big play is working well for Durfee tonight. 7:23 on the clock before the teams hit the locker rooms for halftime. And we want you to stay with us for halftime because we'll have the homecoming candidates announced on the field here on our final regular season game of 2015. Vieira set to kick it away. Fans, we want to remind you, our Facebook page, Fred TV Sports. Nice kickoff for Vieira. Taken from about the 8-yard line by number 2. That is Tate Sidawand. But again, yes, Fred TV Sports is our Facebook page. We encourage you to like and follow it, particularly during tournament play, because there's so many updates, teams playing on the road in sudden death games, or and the schedules really get to be quite complicated. So we post those for you and save you from having to sift through all of the extra information on the MIAA site, because of course they have to post for the entire state. So we post the games that are important to you here in Fall River, and the tournament seedings for football will come out later this week. So like and follow the Fred TV Sports Facebook page. In addition to the football pairings, we'll also have all of the other sports as well. Soccer and volleyball and field hockey, among others. We should say that we know for sure one of our Fall River teams in football is definitely in, and that are the Conley Cougars, who are currently in first place in the Mayflower League. So they are going to make it into the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. Durfee, though, at 1-5. We'll have to wait and see how the rest of the field does, but with a losing record right now, it doesn't look too promising. Shuffle passes executed very well to number 24. Actually, I believe that was 21, Honeycutt. Isaiah Honeycutt on the carry. A nice run for the Warriors sophomore. He's across midfield. One of the biggest chunks of yardage gained by the Warriors tonight on one play.
It is a first down now for the Warriors.
First down from the Durfee 45-yard line. Warriors looking to keep this drive going. Van Vleck passing to Honeycutt, and he is taken down, runs into a wall. Sakai Howard stopping him dead in his tracks.
Second down.
Did not have control. That is not a fumble. Never had possession of the ball, so it's an incomplete pass and a pretty nasty tackle from Sakai Howard. 2nd and 10. Van Vleck looking to pass again, this time to the far side, and it is
an incomplete pass.
incomplete. Asante Montero
For the Warriors, third down.
tipping that one out of the way. Good coverage by Montero. That brings up 3rd and 10. So after that great run from Honeycutt, back-to-back incompletions. 3rd and 10, Van Vleck wants to pass again. He's taking off. Pressure is coming. He's knocked down, and it's picked off by the Hilltoppers. Sakai Howard with the stiff arm taken down at the 45.
Sakai Howard for the Hilltoppers. First down.
Hilltoppers pick off Van Vleck. And we'll have great field position with about 5.5 to play before halftime. No flags on that pick. Hilltoppers keep the football. And we'll start from the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Vieira looking to pass. Has some room now on that far side as he takes off once again. Out of bounds, right at about the first down marker. He might have gotten there. Yes, he did. He got the first down, moved those chains.
First down and 10 now for the Hilltoppers.
Good run from Vieira. Noticing he couldn't pass, nobody open, and that left side was wide open for the taking, and he did not hesitate. That's showing some good maturity there by Vieira, recognizing that he can't pass and taking what's there for him. So 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers this time now from the 33-yard line. That was an 11-yard pickup for Durfee. Howard in motion. Toss it back. That is to Elvis Rowland, number 12, his first carry. Give him 6 yards on that. Bring up 2nd and 4. They line up again. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 1 in the backfield, it's Brooks. Brooks takes off up the middle, taken down for the first down. Tackled about close to the 25-yard line. So the Hilltoppers in the red zone, moving the chains again. And Brooks coming out with a bit of a limp. That is the last thing that Coach Brown wants to see, I assure you. Hilltoppers star running back coming out with a limp. We will keep an eye on him. Timeout called by the Hilltoppers. Brooks headed to the bench to take a seat. That's Kelly Mahoney at the bottom of your screen. She's going to check on Brooks. Looks like it's Brooks' right side. Teams break the huddle. We'll keep an eye on Brooks for you. For now, it's rolling into the game on 1st and 10. Vieira is gonna be sacked. Honeycutt
22, Eli
right
Wilson
there.
on the tackle for the Warriors. Pushes the Hilltoppers back now for a 2nd down and long. Ball is at just about the 8. Inside the 20.
From the 22-yard line, that backs up the Hilltoppers. It's about a 2nd and 14 after the sack. Brooks is up and trying to walk it off here. Passing to Nick Salmon. Salmon has it for the touchdown, his 2nd pickup.
Complete by number 5, Nick Salmon for the Hilltoppers.
Vieira's 2nd touchdown pass of the night, and the Hilltoppers have put up 4 touchdowns here in this first half. It's 27-0. Beautiful rainbow pass from Vieira to Salmon. Very similar, actually, to the first touchdown, which came back on the opening drive of the game. Very, very similar. Brooks running on the sidelines now. We'll probably see him back in. He looks like he's doing okay, no limp. The extra point kick from Vieira is good, so he's 4 for 4. Everything working tonight for the Hilltoppers in this first half. 28-0, their largest lead of the season. .323 to play here in this first half. Hilltoppers lead it 28-0. Vieira will kick off from left to right. Kick on its way. Another good kickoff from Vieira. Goes to about the 15. And, oh, a wide open side for number 24. He's taken out of play. Akeem Atkinson with one heck of a return for the Warriors. All the way into Durfee territory. How about that?
1st down and 10 for the Warriors.
If the Warriors can make something out of this drive in the last 3+ minutes of the half, that'll be a good boost going into the locker rooms because they'll get the ball to start the second half. That ends up being about a 60-yard return for Atkinson. Really impressive. Van Vleck tosses it back.
There's your penalty marker on the field.
Flag is thrown. Atkinson with another run.
Hakeem Atkinson was on the carry, a penalty marker on the field.
Looks like the penalty is on the Hilltoppers. So it'll be first down and 5 after the flag. So a 5-yard penalty for Durfee. Van Vleck keeping it. Van Vleck going down.
Travis Van Vleck on the carry for the Warriors, second down and about 5.
Pat Brown on the tackle there, number 53. Van Vleck was taken down right at about the line of scrimmage, so we'll say no gain. Second and 5. Atkinson in motion. Van Vleck getting some pressure. He's going to cut around for the first down and more. Great run from Van Vleck, making something out of nothing. He was looking to the left side, nobody home. Pressure was coming, and he was able to outrun the defensive line.
First down for the Warriors.
It'll end up being first and 10 from the 16-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play in this first half. Warriors looking to get on the scoreboard. They're down 28-0. Van Vleck will toss it to Atkinson. Atkinson is taken down. Sakai Howard there on the tackle along with Colin Medeiros.
Tackle made by number 1, Colin Medeiros for the Hilltoppers.
Howard slowed down Atkinson, and Medeiros did the rest. It's a 3-yard pickup. It'll bring up second and 7.
3-yard gain for the Warriors. Second down.
Interesting that there was no timeout called. The clock continues to roll. Minute 20 on the clock. Thought with the running play we might see a timeout. Not sure what Van Vleck is doing. Went to try to, I think, catch the defense off sides, didn't get it, and he turned back to the coach. A high snap, looking to pass. They're going to the far corner. They have their man, and it's a touchdown for the Warriors.
Touchdown number 88, Sam McGowan. For the
Sam
Warriors,
McGowan.
28-6.
That was drawn up beautifully by the Warriors. They got on the board here with 59 seconds to play in the half. It's 28-6. Great pass from Van Vleck to McGowan. And now number 32 will do the kicking. That's James Tucker. His first extra point attempt of the night after Nauset gets their first touchdown of the night. And the kick is good. Solid kicking from both sides tonight. So often we see teams go for the 2-point conversion just because they can't kick the ball. Between both teams, 5 for 5 on extra point kicks tonight. 28-7, the Hilltoppers lead it with 59 seconds to play here in this first half.
Once again, during halftime tonight, the homecoming candidates will be introduced right here on the field.
Again, we remind you as we get close to halftime, the 2015 Durfee homecoming candidates will be presented to the crowd on the field at halftime, so we invite you to stick around and continue watching. Stay tuned for that during the halftime break. We have 59 seconds here in this first half. Tucker, a little boot off the toes, and that's going to go out of bounds. That is a flag.
Penalty marker on
And the Hilltoppers will end up with decent field position here on what should be the final drive of this half. Took a favorable bounce for Durfee. So from where the ball went out, Durfee will take over. Vieira keeps it. Vieira on its feet, almost got taken down. This time goes down across the 40. 23-yard pickup by Vieira. The Hilltoppers rush to the line.
First down for Durfee inside.
Time stops while the chains are moved. Now the clock will roll. Everybody lined up. Vieira will keep it himself. That's about a 5-yard pickup. Hurry up offense for the Hilltoppers. They want the end zone one more time. They're hungry for some more points. And now a timeout called. That will stop the clock.
Timeout taken by the Hilltoppers.
Durfee stops the clock at 35 seconds. And look who has hit the field. Eli Brooks was coming out. He was ready. They call him back for this play, but that's a good sign. He was ready to head back out there. Not for this snap, though. It's a 4-yard gain on first down, so 2nd and 6. Vieira going to the air, looking for Sakai Howard. Oh, baby, what a catch! Goes up the ladder. Comes down inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds, which will stop the clock. That was actually Nick Salmon on the far side. My apologies. I thought that was Sakai Howard. Nick Salmon with a couple of nice catches tonight. That one of the more difficult. He had to kind of spin in the air, but he came down with it. Hilltoppers will now call timeout.
20-second timeout.
That's a 20-second timeout to stop the clock. Not sure why the clock was rolling. Salmon went out of bounds after the catch. Should have stopped the clock. It's 1st and goal for the Hilltoppers from about the 7-yard line. 4 touchdowns in this first half for Durfee. They want number 5. And it's a sack for the Warriors. Vieira going down in the backfield.
Number 12.
And a timeout called now with 12 seconds to play.
Full team timeout taken by the Hilltoppers.
Durfee burning a full team timeout here with 12 seconds in this second quarter. Everybody will huddle up. That's a big sack, though, for the defense. It was Sam Majewski who took Vieira down. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 11. after the sack, a loss of 4.
Second down and goal for the Hilltoppers. 12 seconds remaining in the first half.
Vieira going to pass, has more pressure. Vieira going down with another sack here. The Warriors defense stepping up. Durfee takes a timeout with 6 seconds. Durfee backed up now to about the 20-yard line. Nauset trying to keep the momentum on their side after they found the end zone for the first time. They don't want to fall behind by 28 points again. So what was a first and goal from the 7 is now third and goal from the 20-yard line. They're going for a field goal here. The Hilltoppers don't normally see this. It would be about a 36-yarder. The kick on its way, and the kick is good.
And the field goal is good for the Hilltoppers.
Jaron Vieira with a second left on the clock puts it through the uprights to make it 31-7.
31-7 Hilltoppers.
Field goals are so rare here in high school football. That was a great kick from Vieira. Ends up being a 36-yard field goal. So with 1 second on the clock, the Hilltoppers will have to kick off. Really animated Hilltoppers crowd tonight. Apparently one of the one of the students' birthdays tonight as well, so the 12th man singing happy birthday to him. Vieira will kick off. 31-7, the Toppers lead it after the field goal. Here comes the kick. 1 second left to play in the half. Vieira lines it. That's a live ball. And that didn't take very long. That ends the first half. The Hilltoppers lead it 31-7, their best half of the season. Stay with us. We'll have the homecoming candidates during halftime. 31-7 the score. We'll be back. The homecoming candidates are ready to be introduced, so we're going to turn it over to public address announcer Cliff Ponte.
And a good evening once again, and welcome to McAldridge Field. At this time, we are going to introduce the homecoming candidates. First, representing the Chorus Club, Shanice Lopez. Representing Color Guard, Kristen Da Silva. Representing the concert band, Alyssa Matias. Representing the Cosmetology Club, Sarah Carvalho. Representing the Dance Club, Allison Kupiak. Representing the Debate Team, Nicole Injostigi. Representing the dive team, Laura Gaudet. Representing the fencing club, Megan Miller. Representing field hockey, Kaylin Amasa. Representing the French club, Janaya Mohammed. Representing girls basketball, Nicole Emsley. Representing girls varsity soccer, Jordan Garvin. Representing the Interact Club, Rachel Duvall. Representing the Jazz Band, Angela Reed. Representing the Jazz Band, Andrew Borges. Representing the marching band, Taylor Paiva. Representing mock trial, Katrina Ferreira. Representing the National Honors Society, Madison Coogan. Representing the National Honors Society, Kai Uehara. Representing the Portuguese club, Leanne Teodoro. Representing the press club, Emanuele da Costa. Representing the senior class, Jay Souza. Representing the senior class, Julia Karam. Representing the sixth man club, Mia Aruda. Representing the sixth man club, Nicholas Costa. Representing the soccer team, Connor Riley. Representing string orchestra, Sabrina Viveris. Representing string orchestra, Ricky Meach. Representing student government, Meredith Forcier. Representing the swim team for boys, John Cipollini. Representing the girls swim team, Nicole Ferreira. Representing Symphony Orchestra, Amber Gaspar. Representing Symphony Orchestra, Sarah Curtis. Representing the theater club, Dwayne Harris. Representing varsity cheerleading basketball, Kelsey Raposa. Because of her absence due to health reasons, Jasmine Vargas is representing the varsity cheerleader for football candidate Janelle Camara, who is best known to all of us as Nellie. Representing varsity cheerleading football, Brennan Kudo. Representing varsity football, Eli Brooks. Representing varsity football, Sakai Howard, who is also a member of the Army National Guard. Representing the video club, Nicole Farnworth. Representing volleyball, Bari Isabel, Rosario Colon. And representing the yearbook club is Michaela Franco. At this time, how about one big round of applause for your homecoming candidates? Thank you and good luck.
Hilltoppers heading back onto the field after the homecoming candidates announced during halftime. A couple of the Hilltoppers players on the homecoming candidate roster, if you will, but a very large class here in 2015. Nice to see so many candidates for homecoming. Of course, homecoming is the day after Thanksgiving, usually held at Whites of Westport. Durfee with a stellar first half, by far their best first half so far this season. They led 28-0 at one point, then 28-7, and then they head into the second half with a 31-7 lead. Again, we play 11-minute quarters here in high school football. Here in the higher divisions, 11 minutes. When we get into Division 6, it's 10 minutes, but here, 11 minutes. So stay with us for this second half. Should be fun. Hilltoppers will be kicking off. So the Warriors will start with the ball here to begin the second half on Fred TV. Evan Massoud with you here on a chilly evening, Week 7 football, last game of the regular season. Durfee hoping for win number 2 and hoping to halt a 4-game losing streak. We started at 45 degrees. Now 43 degrees and a little more of a breeze. So getting cooler as the night goes on, but of course we come to expect that here in late October. We have been very fortunate. Despite some rain, it's been fairly mild, the games that we've done. So Vieira capped off that first half with a 36-yard field goal, it turned out to be, which is, I said it before the half, not something that we get to see too often here in high school football. So very exciting that we get to see a field goal. I love seeing teams that can pass, and I love seeing teams that can kick in high school football because you just don't see it that often. Only the really upper echelon teams tend to do it all. And I'm not saying that Durfee isn't one. I'm just saying that this year, I think with their record, they have underachieved a little bit. They've had some tough losses. It's a live ball. Atkinson being taken down at the 10-yard line after not being able to get a clean catch on that one. This Hilltoppers team has so much talent, but over the past 3 weeks, some really ugly losses, and unfortunately, it's been against some very tough teams as well, and in some bad conditions. You know, against Dartmouth, they fell down in the first quarter, 28-0, but Dartmouth, the reigning Division II Super Bowl champions. So you would expect Dartmouth to be the favorite in that one, and we had driving wind and rain throughout that night. Against Sandwich, fell down early, came back, took a lead before the half, and then the skies opened up. We remember the lightning delay, another bit of bad weather that the Hilltoppers had to contend with. And they ended up dropping that one. And then last week on the road in Brockton, the Boxers always tough across the board. And the Toppers ended up losing that one. That made it 4 losses in a row. So, but there were some close games this season as well that went for losses that the Hilltoppers could have won. They could very easily have a winning record at this point. Opening night against Somerset was not that bad of a loss. Despite really the first 2 drives of the game for Durfee, it was a pretty close game. And then week 3 against Fairhaven, a 3-point loss on the road, a game that Durfee easily could have won as well. So some close games early in the season, some blowout losses midway through, and now here we are, last game of the regular season with the Hilltoppers blowing out their opponent, leading 31-7. But Nauset coming out with the power running game here to start this second half, and it's working well for them.
By number 7, Sakai Howard for the Hilltoppers.
That was Isaiah Honeycutt again on the carry. And they give the first down to the Warriors. It is good enough for the first down. So second time they move the chains on this drive.
First down and 10 as the ball is shy of the 40-yard line.
First and 10 from the 38. And this time the run is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Durfee's defense ready for it that time. That looks like Honeycutt again. This time he did not get far. Ends up being a loss of about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11. That was Honeycutt who got tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11 for the Warriors from the 37. Van Vleck keeping it, powering his way, still on his feet, across midfield.
Number 10,
wouldn't quit, and the quarterback for the Warriors getting it done.
First down.
Nauset into Durfee territory. Good run for Van Vleck. Nauset's lone score came late in that second quarter. There's a pass to the far corner of the end zone to Sam McGough, which gave Nauset their only score of the game so far. Now across midfield after some good runs. Van Vleck hands it off to Honeycutt. Honeycutt taken down at the knees. Maybe a gain of 1 because he did try to cut in. We'll see if they give him forward progress.
Tackle made by number 10, Brendan Cuthill for the Hilltoppers.
Brendan Cuthill making the tackle. They give him about half a yard. No huddle. The Warriors right back to the line in a bit of a hurry-up offense. They'll pass to the far side, and it's complete. And there is plenty of room, but there's a flag here.
Pass was complete.
Tackled shy of the end zone. Sam McGough comes down with that catch, but the flag way back near the line of scrimmage, or just after the line of scrimmage, so this may be coming back. We'll wait and see the call. There were a lot of penalties in that first half, particularly in that first quarter. That first quarter in real time was about a half hour long to play 11 minutes. That's just not something that you normally see. And there was a hold on the offense, and that hurts because that run would have put the Warriors right at the end zone, practically right at the goal line. Instead, the hold will back up the offense. That run is erased. That catch and run from McGough is erased. Warriors have to come all the way back. That's a killer. So spot of the foul was the 41. And a 10-yard penalty is going to back up Nauset onto their side of the field. Those kinds of penalties, especially on big plays like that when you're trailing, are the types of things that just will drive a coach crazy. We see all the teams do it. It's not just one. Seen it plenty of times from Durfee, from Diamond, from Conley, from our opponents here in the city. I mean, you see it all over. And look at this run now. Oh, trying the spin move was Sherman Merrill. Couldn't break free, but he does get a good run. There's another penalty marker on the field.
For the Warriors.
Flag down at about the 42. We'll wait to see what this call is. Initial call is a hold on the offense once again. So another hold on the Warriors. Didn't see too much on that one. That's going to back up from the spot of the foul again. So now it'll back the Warriors up to the 48. So that run is erased by Merrill. Again, didn't see too much on that penalty. There has been a lot of them tonight. Just mentioned that. So we replay second down, 2nd and 15. Warriors to the line. Van Vleck looking to pass. Going to take the open seam, runs into his own player, and it slows him up. Number 51, Brendan Hooper, got in his way. Otherwise, Van Vleck would have gotten quite a few yards more on that run. Nonetheless, they get back to about the original line of scrimmage. Third and about 11.
10 for the Warriors.
Third and 11. Warriors back on Durfee's side of the field. Pressure is coming. Nice screen pass to Honeycutt. Has some room. Honeycutt for the first down before he's taken out of bounds across the 30. Good run there.
Complete to number 21, Isaiah Honeycutt.
Another nice catch and run on the screen.
Good enough for a Warrior first down.
That'll move the chains. No flags that time. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 28. Been a good drive so far. Despite some of the penalties, they've taken quite a bit of time off the clock. That's so far over 5 minutes used. Going to the end zone on 1st and 10. Good coverage from the Hilltoppers. That was intended for, I believe, Tate Sidewand, number 2. And it's incomplete. The pass was there, though. It was there in time. Just too much coverage from Durfee there, one-on-one. So incomplete, 2nd and 10. So back to the line again. Van Vleck keeps it, going to that far side, tries to cut in, cannot. Now, a pair of Hilltoppers will take him down at around the 20-yard line, which would be just shy of the first down.
It is a 3rd down. Ball is placed at the 20 at about 3 yards. Need about 3. 3rd and 3 from the 20.
From the 23rd and 3 for the Warriors. One would imagine this is 4-down territory at this point. And that's a first down, so don't have to worry about fourth down. That's a first down. Finally, a whistle is blown. Took a while. One of the Warriors went down hard in the back there. That was number 51, Brandon Hooper. Warriors get the first down on the run. That was Honeycutt again, taking it up the chute. He has had a nice drive here. They spread out this time, set for a pass. We'll see if Van Vleck decides to keep it or if he goes. He will pass, and it's complete. No, it's incomplete. In and out of the hands. Definitely got the fingertips on it. Didn't look it into the hands. He was ready to turn for the end zone. So an incomplete pass. I believe that was Sam Majewski, number 12, that was intended for. Second and 10. That was intended for number 19. Now Honeycutt with the carry, gets the toss. Well, that last pass was for Sam Kelsey, the tight end, number 19. It was incomplete. This will bring up third down. This drive almost 7 minutes old. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Warriors will need 5 for the first. Taking a lot of time, again, are the officials to set the play. 3rd and 5 now. Gonna pass. Oh, what a catch! Oh, they're saying incomplete.
Complete to number 88, Sam McGough for the Warriors. I'm sorry, it was an incomplete pass. 3rd down.
That'll bring up 3rd down. That was actually 2nd and 5. My apologies there. So that was 2nd and 5. Now 3rd and 5 after the incompletion. Van Vleck scampering. He is running back. Complete, but behind the line of scrimmage to Honeycutt. So it will be a loss on 3rd down. That'll bring up 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 9.
4th down and about 9 now for the Warriors.
Pivotal spot in this game for the Warriors. This has been a very long drive. Durfee's D has been out there a long time. Warriors offense they've had the ball since kickoff. Coming up on 8 minutes for this drive. 3 minutes to play in this 3rd quarter. 8 minutes on this opening drive for the 2nd half. Van Vleck has pressure. Van Vleck is going down on 4th down. Eli Brooks back in there for the Hilltoppers, and he gets the sack. And the Hilltoppers get the ball back after an 8-minute and 7-second drive for the Warriors comes up empty.
Ball is placed at the 27-yard line.
Durfee will take over from their own 27 with 2:53 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Score remains the same, 31-7. Durfee leads. Vieira giving instructions to the line. Resetting the formation a bit. Pressure coming now. Brooks runs into the line. Somehow he gets through. Unbelievable. I thought he was going to get stopped in the backfield, and Brooks able to at least get a couple of yards on that. He just bounced off the linesman, spun around. I said a couple. He ended up with 6 yards at the end of that carry. Unbelievable. Brooks over 100 yards tonight.
It's a 2nd down and 4 now for the Hilltoppers.
Looks like trainer Kelly Mahoney was needed on the far sideline, so a quick timeout by the officials so she had time to get across the field. That was Brooks on the carry again. This time short gain, just shy of the first. Brooks had 85 yards on just 2 plays for a pair of touchdowns in that first half, so he's already over 100 yards in the game. There was a 54-yard run for the second touchdown of the game and a 29-yard run for the third touchdown of this game for Durfee. Pair of touchdown passes for Jaron Vieira to Nick Salmon. They tried the sneak on 3rd down. Jaron Vieira with the quarterback sneak, and that should be good enough to move the chains. It is a 1st down for Durfee with 90 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Then, of course, Vieira had the field goal to end the first half scoring.
1st down and 10 now for the Hilltoppers from the 39-yard
Durfee has never had a bigger lead this season. This is the Hilltoppers' largest lead. Well, actually, I should correct myself. When it was 28-0, it was the Hilltoppers' largest lead of the season. Now the 2nd largest lead of the season at 31-7. But really, everything going right for Durfee tonight on homecoming night. Pass rushers getting ready again. A flag, and this is probably going to be a false start on the offense. It is. Durfee will back up on 1st down. It'll be 1st and 15.
Penalty will remain 1st down.
So unless the Hilltoppers can get in the end zone in the next 53 seconds, it'll be a scoreless 3rd quarter for both sides, and a 3rd quarter that really just flew by in the blink of an eye. Again, that long, sustained drive by the Warriors that did not result in any points, and now Durfee with the ball here to end this 3rd quarter. They'll have a 1st and 15 here with 40 seconds to play in the 3rd. And a great job by the Warriors' defensive line to stop that run. They tackle in the backfield.
30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
I believe that was Sante Montero who had that run. They went to Montero, number 27, and he could not get through the line. So a loss of a couple yards. And with 10 seconds, the clock will run down to 0 here in the 3rd quarter. No score in the 3rd quarter after an offensive-heavy first half for Durfee.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
At the end of 3, 31-7, Durfee remains ahead. So 4th and final act coming up here from Mack Aldrich Field, and unless a miracle happens, the Hilltoppers are going to grab win number 2 of the season, and both of the wins will be at home, so it gives the home crowd a good night. Great crowd on hand tonight since it's homecoming night. It is quite cold, the coldest weather we've had this season, but the Durfee 12th man in full effect tonight. Lots of students on hand for this one. So we're switching sides for the 4th. Final 11 minutes of play here on Fred TV in Week 7. Evan Massoud with you here at Mack Aldrich Field, where the Hilltoppers are hosting the Warriors from Nauset. with Durfee up 31-7 as we begin the fourth quarter. Durfee has a second and about 16 actually, after the loss of a yard on the first play from the line on this set of downs. So 2nd and 16 after the loss of a yard. The fourth quarter begins. Vieira drops back, fakes the pass. Now he has pressure and he's dragged down. Number 12, Sam Majewski, getting it done. And that brings the Hilltoppers way back.
3rd down and long now for the Hilltoppers.
I think to say 3rd and long is an understatement here. The Hilltoppers are going to need 30 yards here on 3rd down to get to the first down line to gain. 3rd and 30 for Durfee. They're at the 29. They need to get to the 49, so not a good spot to be in. Vieira drops back, looks to pass, no, hands it off. Eli Brooks trying to get back some yards, and he does a good job at it. Toppers get about 10 back, but it's going to be well short of the first down. And we may see Durfee punt for the first time all night. We mentioned our trainer, Kelly Mahoney, had gone to the far side of the field. And now we see number 32, it appears to be on this sideline for the Warriors, James Tucker, being tended to by Kelly. So coming all the way to this far side, I have to imagine that the injury not too good for the Warriors. Gonna punt it away. Nobody there to receive the punt for the Warriors. Not sure what was happening.
The punt rolls to
Maybe the Warriors were expecting a fake. I'm not sure, but there was nobody back to receive the punt. Durfee's first punt of the game. Vieira doing the honors. A good punt for Durfee, and it is down to just inside the 20. So a bit of a mental error there, I think, for Nauset. Nobody back to receive, and now they'll start fairly back. Some of the worst field position of the night for either side. Ball is spotted at the 21 of Nauset, so they'll have a long field here if they want to get on the board, or find the end zone, I should say, for the second time. They trail 31-7 with 9 minutes to play in the game. That is Atkinson powering it up the middle. Good for a pickup of about 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
So it's a 3rd down now for the Warriors.
Nauset on 3rd down here. About 6 to go. Van Vleck looking to pass. He will. Showing off the arm, and it's just out of reach of Sam McGow. That was a great throw from Van Vleck. Really got a lot behind it. McGow just a little bit behind that one. Maybe 1 stride late getting to the ball. And he had plenty of room. Nobody downfield. He would have walked into the end zone. So the Hilltoppers force a 3-and-out. Warriors will now have to punt the ball back. Pair of Hilltoppers ready to receive at about the 35-yard line. Brendan Cuthill back One of the Hilltoppers to receive. It's a line drive punt. It's going to take a bounce. And that's picked up by number 14, C.J. Roke. A nice return across midfield.
C.J. Roke on the bring back for the Hilltoppers, resulting in a first down and 10 now for the Hilltoppers.
Good return. It ends up being a little less than 25 yards. The return there for C.J. Roke. Hilltoppers will start at the 46 of Nauset.
At the 46-yard line.
Vieira looking like he's set to pass. No, he'll fake the handoff and slide in across the 40.
Second down.
Should be about a 5-yard pickup. A little more than that. They give him 6. So 2nd and 4 after Vieira took it himself. Vieira's got to be close to 100 yards rushing on the night. He has really done a nice job taking the ball himself when he needs to. Really, the only miscue of the night for Durfee was way back in that first quarter when the Hilltoppers fumbled the punt return.
25, Eli Brooks on the carry, third down.
Other than that, Hilltoppers have really done a great job tonight on both sides of the football. No gain on that play. 3rd and 4 for Durfee. 3rd and 4 from the 40. Vieira dropping back to pass. He gets it off. Sakai Howard comes down with it, but I believe he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. He caught it at about the 38. They needed to get to the 36.
Gain of a yard there for the Hilltoppers. 4th down and 4 from the 39.
It's 4th down for Durfee. They need about 1.5 yards. Ball is at about the 37, maybe just a little bit past that. So they need 1.5 yards. They got to get to the 36-yard line. And now a timeout is called.
Timeout taken by the Warriors.
Warriors take the timeout. Nauset wanting to make sure that they are aligned properly for this 4th down. Fourth and about 1.5 yards for Durfee. Here we go. Sakai Howard is in motion. Eli Brooks has the first down and more. Taken down across the 30 for another Durfee first down.
Brooks on the carry for Durfee. Good enough for a first down for the Hilltoppers.
Sakai Howard added the extra block, opening up a seam for Eli Brooks, and he gets the first down. Boy, this second half is flying by. 5 minutes to play in the game after a very long first half and slightly extended halftime break because of homecoming. This has been a very fast second half. No dice on that. First down carry. Hilltoppers gained about 0.5 yard, so still basically about 10 yards to go. We'll say 2nd and 10. That's what the scoreboard says. So 2nd and 10. Hilltoppers need to get to the 19. The ball at the 29. So 2nd and 10. No gain on first down. And we'll do it again on 2nd down. Asante Montero in motion. He gets the handoff, puts his back into it. A little different look there, but he does pick up a couple of yards.
It's a 2-yard gain.
2-yard pickup will bring up a 3rd and 8 for Durfee. From the 27, 3rd and 8 for Durfee. Howard in motion. Vieira keeps it. Going to try to cut in. Gets tripped up and is taken down. Goes down about the 22.
Looks like it's going to be about a 4th and about 2 for the Hilltoppers.
Good spot for Durfee. It looked like Vieira went down at the 22. They gave him an extra yard. So 4th and a little more than 1 to go. 4th and a little more than 1. Ball at the 21. Toppers need to get to the 19. Actually, just a little less, a little before the 19. Again, we're in the half-yard marker, basically, if there is such a thing. So 1 yard and a 1.5 feet. How's that? Durfee going for it, though, again on 4th down. 2:20 to play in the game. They're just trying to use up the clock. Left side pretty open here. Vieira going to keep it. Vieira stumbles across for the 1st down, taken down across the 15. Durfee moves the chains.
1st down. First down and 10 from about the 15-yard line.
Durfee with another 1st down. Ball's at the 16. So 1st and 10. We're under 2 minutes. And another running play for Durfee. That will continue to keep the clock rolling. 90 seconds to play in the game. The Hilltoppers are going to grab their 2nd win and snap this 4-game losing streak. Nauset is going to remain winless on the season. They will drop to 0-7. Durfee will be 2-5. So we get down to this final 70 seconds of play. We want to remind you again, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, be sure to like and follow our Fred TV Sports Facebook page. So it's www.facebook.com/FredTVSports, all one word. And we will have continued updates. We have links to our Vimeo page, so you can watch these games on demand if you miss the full broadcast while it airs on the station. And then we also have updates throughout the week as well. Articles that are posted. As well as scores and more. And over the next week and a half, we'll be busy at work bringing you all of the tournament seedings for across Fall River. So be sure to like and follow our page. Toppers take a knee. And the clock will run out with 10 seconds to play. Durfee wins it on homecoming night. Week 7, the final game of the regular season, and the Hilltoppers have won it. 31-7, all of the scoring happening in the first half of this game. A scoreless second half for both sides. Durfee improves to 2-5 on the season. Nauset drops to 0-7 with the loss. Durfee looked pretty good in this one again, facing a winless team, but nonetheless, every opponent can give you something that you haven't seen before, and Durfee rose to the occasion tonight, setting the tone early with that 28-0 lead before Nauset even got on the board, capped off by the field goal to end the first half. Hilltoppers win 31-7 on homecoming night. For Brooke Teves and Brandon Arrayes, We want to thank the Athletic Association here at Durfee, the Athletic Department, Victor Pereira, as always, for giving us accommodations here on the press box roof all season long. Final score one last time, 31-7. I'm Evan Massoud. We'll see you again on Fred TV Sports real soon.